Good morning or good afternoon to all the participants and students joining us for the weekly yoga class with Félix. As usual, my name is Félix. I'm your PSP fitness and sports staff located in Casteau in Belgium. Thank you so much for taking the time to join us on this Tuesday morning or afternoon. Today's class is going to focus on the core area, specifically your abdominals, your hip flexors, and the glutes. We're also going to be doing lots of plank and holds, so we're definitely going to activate your shoulders and forearms as well. So please set an intention for today's class. Your intention could be to try and push and hold the poses and really activate and feel that sweat starting up and those muscle activates. Or it could mean to take your time with yourself today, and if it is too difficult for any of the poses or the postures, please don't hesitate to come out of the poses and simply assume the Balasana pose, so which is your child's pose. As a reminder, if you have any injuries, shoulders, lower back, knees, or anywhere else, please be mindful of these sensitive areas. I'm unable to look at your form and give you some specific pointers, so please listen to your bodies. Like I mentioned, if there's any pain where there shouldn't be any pain, in the joints specifically, please listen to your bodies and come out of the posture and simply choose a comfortable posture for yourself for today. Thank you very much. So we're going to get started with a bit of grounding here. So I invite you to sit in the Sukhasana or easy pose. This could mean sitting directly on the mat, or it could also mean sitting on a bolster or simply using some yoga blocks. Knees are relaxed, hips are open, and lastly, for the hands, you can choose the appropriate posture that resonates with you today. This could mean palms facing upwards in the receiving posture. This could mean hands to heart, palms up against one another. Pick the right posture for you. And let's do a few deep breaths here. Everyone together. Big inhale through the nostrils. Grow taller. Chest comes up, chin in. Hold. And exhale. Gently for a count of about 4 to 5 seconds. And on your own pace, I'm going to invite you to breathe in deeply through the nostrils. As you're breathing in, think of having a proper posture. Chest is up, shoulders are low, chin is in, making yourself as tall as possible. You're going to hold at the top gently for 1 or 2 seconds, and then ensure your exhale is about 3 to 4 or even 5 seconds long. You can choose to close the eyes, bring your awareness inside, or you can choose to keep the eyes open and simply look down at about a 75-degree angle on the ground. Let's do a few more breaths here so we're all synchronized and we're all on the same level. Do one final breath. Everyone together. Big inhale. Hold. And gently exhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Welcome. Let's start warming up gently, starting with the neck and the head. We're going to look and bring our chin over to the right side. Spend a few seconds here gazing towards the right, ensuring both the shoulders are low, continuing to have a tall posture. And we're going to gently bring the chin over towards the left, ensuring both shoulders again are relaxed. You can choose to place the hands either on the knees still or simply in between the legs here. Let's go one more time over towards the right. See how far you can bring your chin over to your right shoulder, getting a nice stretch in the neck, and back over towards the left. Continuing to breathe deeply here. Continuing to bring your awareness inside. Bring the neck back to the middle. We're going to inhale, bring the chin up. Get a nice stretch in the throat, and exhale, chin down. One more time, inhale up. Exhale down. Bring the chin back to neutral, and this time drop the right ear to the right shoulder. Keep pressing the left shoulder down and away. And we're going to gently roll the head back, stretch out the throat, gently bring the left ear to the left shoulder, and down chin to chest. Just gently move, try to scan what's happening inside the neck. Try to maximize the range of motion here and really assume each position and switch directions. And as you're doing this, try to continue to lower both shoulders down. And remember, throughout today's session, you never want to hold the breath. You always want to breathe through each asanas or posture, finding your stability and pleasure in each of the poses completed today. Good. And bring your head back to neutral. We're going to move on to our shoulders this time. We're going to inhale, bring the arms all the way up, over, bring the chin and heart up to the sky. Exhale, back down. Inhale up, look up, chin up, heart up, hands are up. Exhale, back down. This time doing gentle wrist circle. Inhale up. Exhale, back down. Opposite direction for the circles. Inhale up. Exhale, bring the arms all the way back down. Interlace the fingers together. You're going to press the palms away from the body. I want you to bring the shoulders forward, all the way forward. And once you have that, inhale up. Keep the arms as straight as you can. Exhale, back down. Inhale up. Exhale, back down. This time, inhale up, and you're going to gently turn to the right side. So lean over towards the right, bring it back to center, exhale down. Last time, inhale up, and lean towards the left this time, lengthening the side of the body. Bring it all the way back and all the way down. If you're sitting on a bolster or on blocks, I invite you to remove the blocks or the bolster from underneath you. Place them to the side. We're going to be back in our Sukhasana or easy pose here. We're going to move on to warming up our spine. So you're going to bring the right arm up. Inhale and exhale. Place the right hand on the left knee and twist over towards the left. Now let's spend a few breaths here, enjoying this nice spinal twist. We're gazing over towards the left, to the left shoulder. Our left shoulder is low and away from the ear. And you can squeeze the left shoulder blades towards the middle of your back. And every time you exhale, see if you can twist a little bit more towards the left. One more final breath here. Inhale. Big exhale. Twist over towards the left. And bring it on back. This time, left arm up. Inhale, reach those fingertips up towards the sky. And exhale, left arm on top of the right knee. Right arm behind, twist towards the right. Again, your right shoulder is low, away from the ear. You can squeeze that right shoulder blades towards the middle of your back. And you're gazing over towards the right, twisting as much in the spine. Okay, and bring it back towards the middle. This time, bring both arms up. Inhale. And on your exhale, place the left arm down and bend towards the left. A few breaths here. Make sure you keep your sit bones on the ground. Reach the fingertips over towards the left. And lastly, if you find yourself bending forward, I want you to open up the chest and the heart over towards the sky. And you can look up, gaze up towards the sky as well. One more breath here. And bring it back to center. Inhale, both arms up. Exhale, right arm down and side bend on the left side. Again, open up the chin and the chest towards the sky. Lean towards the right. Keep your sit bones on the ground. Look up to the sky and find your breath. Okay, and bring both arms back down. Grab a sip of water. Okay, and once you grab your sip of water, we're going to meet back into our tabletop position. So make sure your hands are underneath your shoulders, your knees are underneath your hips. And then just start with some gentle side to side movement of the hips here. So keeping both knees down. Again, push the hips out towards the side and observe how the hips are feeling today. Every day, the body might feel slightly different, and that's totally normal. So without judgment, simply observe how are my hips doing today? How are my knees feeling? How are my shoulder blades feeling? How is my neck feeling? And bring it back to the center. Let's do a few rounds of cat-cows. So inhaling, dropping the lower back, looking forward, not necessarily all the way up, making sure not to pinch the neck. And on your own time, exhale and round out the spine, going into your cat position. Exhaling and engaging the abdominals. So on your own time, move from these two positions, gently moving the spine from a flexed to an extended position. And again, observe how your hips and how your spine here is feeling. Hold each final position for a few seconds and really reconnect with your body. Make sure you're feeling the right muscles. Activate, hold them, stabilize your body. And bring the body back into or the spine back into a neutral position. I'm going to invite you to kick the right leg all the way back, going into a balancing table pose. So both hands underneath my shoulders, the left knee's on the ground. And take a second here to double check, is your knee fully extended? Is your leg straight and not higher than your hips? So the ankle should be in line with your glutes. And I want you to actively point those toes down, activating the front of the ankle and stretching out the calf in the back. Bring your left arm forward into our table balancing pose. Remember, this is going to be core intense for this week's yoga class. So you might get some burning sensation and some shaking throughout the class, but that's okay. We're going to be strong in each of our postures here today. One more breath here. And on your next exhale, switch sides. Left leg kicks all the way back. I'm strong in that left leg. Before we bring the arm forward, we're going to make sure that your left leg is extended fully. The left ankle isn't higher than the left glute. And again, point those toes down, activating the front of the ankle. This time, bring the right arm, reach forward. And I want you to try and reach as far forward as you can, putting the focus in the right shoulder blade and keeping the left ankle pointing down. Balancing table pose on the right. Find your breath, find your stability, and find your strength in this pose here. One more final breath in. And exhale and place both hands all the way back down. Place your knees as wide as your mat. Toes touching together, and sit all the way back down to your Balasana or Child's Pose. And you can do extended Child's Pose, Uttita Balasana. Both arms extended to the front. Drop the forehead on the ground. Few breaths here. Sit your hips as low as you can. Enjoy this little rest on your lower back. On your next inhale, bring it all the way back up to your tabletop position. You're going to extend the right leg out one more time. Point those toes down first. Bend the right knee. And you're going to extend the left arm forward. We're going to move on to our tiger pose. Inhale, look up, squeeze the glute. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, up. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, up. Squeeze the right glute. Exhale, elbow to knee. One more time. Inhale, up. Exhale, elbow to knee. And come back to your tabletop position. Left leg extended. Squeeze your left glute. Bend the left knee. And you can point the left toes up as well. Tiger pose. Inhale. Squeeze the glute. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale out. Exhale. Final one. Inhale out. And exhale. Squeeze the arms, elbow to knee, and bring it all the way back down. Knees as wide as your mat. Toes together. Let's sit on back for a few breaths in our child's pose position. Extend both arms far forward. Sit the hips as low as you can, as close as you can to your ankles. And then find your breath. Reconnect with your breath. Make sure you're breathing in through the nostrils. And exhaling through the mouth. Okay, you can come out of Balasana. If you want to grab a sip of water, that will be a good time as well to grab a little sip of water before we continue. Okay, we're going to meet all the way down to our mats, extended fully. And from this position here, we're gonna press on to our first downward facing dog of the day. We're gonna rocket ship up, so hands underneath our shoulders, and we're gonna press ourselves all the way to our first downward facing dog of the day. So let's spend a bit of time here checking in with their body, trying to bring our heels down to the ground, not afraid to bend the knees generously. Here, pressing the ground away, being strong in our upper bodies. And you can walk your dog as well. Right heel down, left heel down. Right heel down, left heel down. From your downward facing dog, you're going to transition to your plank pose. Hands underneath my shoulders, feet about hip width apart, pressing the ground away, keeping the shoulders low, and creating almost like a dome shape in the upper body. Throughout today's class, we're going to have two options to come down. Option number one, easier. Knees come down, chin, chest into our cobra. Option number two, Chaturanga Dandasana. Elbows in, lowering our body as a plank, and then coming up into our cobra pose of the day, the first one. So for our first cobra pose of the day, we're going to again take a bit of time here to analyze how we're feeling. Main points, keep your hips down and glued to the mat. We're not going into the upward facing dog, so keep the hips down and play around with the width of your feet and the width and the placement of your hands. Last point, keep the shoulders low and away from the body and press on back. Bring it all the way back down. Hands come back under shoulders, downward facing dog. A few breaths here. We're going to get warm today. We're going to work on abs and your shoulders too. Walk your dog slightly. Right heel comes down, left heel comes down. From downward facing dog, transition to plank. A few breaths here. We're going to come down, knees, chin, chest, or Chaturanga Dandasana, and press on to your second cobra of the day. Second cobra, feet can be as wide as you want to. Press the upper body up And continue to contract the glutes as much as possible. Keep the shoulders low and away from the ears. And bring it all the way back down. And let's complete one more time this. Press up, rocket ship into your downward facing dog. Few breaths here. Walk the dog. Bend the knees as much as you need to. Bring the hips up into a V shape to the ceiling. Be strong in your downward facing dog. See how your body's feeling. Transition to plank. Hands underneath your shoulders. Lower your sit off Chaturanga Dandasana and come up into your cobra. One option for the cobra to do it properly is you can choose to do it without the hands, simply bringing the upper back and the chest off the ground, squeezing the glutes and the lower back, and then once you have that, then you can continue the movement with the arms. That's where you're activating your lower back. And from Cobra, you're going to press on back into Child's Pose and enjoy a bit of rest here. You can choose the Child's Pose of your choice. Could be knees together, could be knees out completely to the side. And it could be arms next to the body in Balasana. Or in Uttita Balasana with the arms extended. Whatever gives you a bit of rest here and a bit of relief for the lower back. Enjoy this portion, really focusing on this restorative asana, enjoying a nice release in the lower back, completely letting go, bring the heart down to the floor and allowing the weight of gravity to apply gentle pressure all over the back. Bringing your spine into a fully flexed position. Okay, on your next inhale, you're gonna bring it back up, and we're gonna meet into our downward facing dog position. We're pressing the ground away from the body, engaging your shoulders, upper back muscles. From this downward facing dog position, you're going to place your left foot at the middle of your mat, and you're going to kick your right leg up into your three-legged dog. Not an easy position here. Kick the leg up, keep it straight. On your next inhale, you're going to bring your right knee to your right elbow, and you're going to hover here. We're going to hold it for one full breath. Inhale it up. Exhale, right knee to the left elbow. We're going to hold here for one full breath. Be strong. Engage the abdominals. One more time. Inhale it up. Exhale, one more time, right knee, right elbow. You're going to hover here. One full breath. Inhale it up. Place the right foot all the way back down. Transition to plank pose. Hands underneath my shoulder. Abs are tight, strong. And I'm going to lower myself, Chaturanga Dandasana, all the way down to the ground. On the ground now, both arms extend out to the front of the mat. Half locust pose. Forehead down to the mat. You're going to inhale, bring the right arm up and the left leg up. Inhale up. Exhale down. Opposite side now. Left arm. Inhale up. Right foot up. Squeezing the glutes, lower back. Exhale back down. Inhale up. Exhale down. 3. Inhale up. Exhale back down. 4. One more time per side. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale back down. Hands come back underneath the shoulders, pressing on back to downward facing dog. A few breaths here. Try to bring both heels down to the ground. This time, the right foot is placed in the middle of your mat. Kick the left leg up. Spend a whole breath here, pressing the ground away. You're going to exhale, bring the left knee to the left elbow. Inhale up. Left knee, right elbow. Inhale up. Left knee, left elbow. Inhale up. Place the left foot back down. Come into your plank pose. Strong into your plank pose. One full breath here. And we're going to gently lower Chaturanga Dandasana all the way down to the ground. Extend both arms out to the front of your mat. Again, locust, right arm up, left arm up. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. One more time per side. Inhale up. Exhale down. And inhale up. And exhale back down. Hands come underneath the shoulders. And we're going to press on back to child's pose. Find your favorite child's pose. Knees together or knees wide. Whichever one you decide to do, make sure it gives you the most amount of stretch and release in your lower back. Bring your forehead all the way down to the mat. And lastly, place the hands where it gives you the most amount of relief. And once you have that posture, reconnect with the breath. No shallow breathing with the chest. Deep breathing into the nostrils. Feel the breath come into the lungs. Fill the lungs up. Diaphragm lowers, pushes the stomach out, and gently exhaling. Very good. Come out of your child's pose. I invite you to grab a sip of water. Get a little bit deeper into that sequence there. So you're going to bring the hands back underneath the shoulders, and you're going to meet back into downward facing dog. Let's be strong into this final core posture here. Place the left foot towards the middle of your mat. Kick the right leg up. One more time. Into three-legged dog. Exhale. Bring the right knee to the right elbow. Don't touch. but hover. Let's be strong here. Inhale up. Exhale, right knee, left elbow. Squeeze the abdominals. Hold for one full breath here. Inhale up. Exhale, right knee, right elbow. Let's be strong one more time. Inhale up. Exhale, right knee, right elbow. Hold it here. Staying in this position. Right knee, left elbow. Right knee, right elbow. One more time. Left and right. Kick the leg up. Place the 2 feet down. The right foot comes down. Meet into plank pose here. Chaturanga Dandasana. Lowering our bodies all the way down to the mat. And we're going to go into our full locust pose here. So we're going to interlace. We have 2 options. Full locust is we're going up, getting everything, the feet and the hands off the ground. Option number 1, simply place the palms down to the ground, look down, and we're going to inhale up. And option number 2, if you can, you're going to interlace the fingers behind the back. If you can, you're going to retract the shoulder blade and complete the movement. Let's do this for a total of 6 breaths. Looking down, inhale for 1. Squeeze the glutes and the lower back, exhale back down. Inhale up. Exhale back down. Inhale up. Exhale back down. Inhale up. Exhale back down. Give me 2 more here. Inhale up. Exhale back down. And final one. Inhale up. And exhale all the way back down. Hands underneath the shoulders. We're pressing on back to downward facing dog. This time you're placing the right foot in the middle of your mat. Let's get ready. You're going to kick the left leg up toward the sky. Exhale, left knee this time, over to the left elbow. Inhale it up. Exhale, left knee, right elbow. Inhale it up. Exhale, left knee, left elbow. Final time, inhale up. Exhale, left knee, left elbow, hover. Breathe when you need to. Move over the knee to the right. Stay strong with me, press the ground away. Stay with me, left knee, left elbow. One more time to the right. And kick it all the way back. Exhale, bring the foot down to the mat. Chaturanga Dandasana. You're going to lower your body gently all the way towards the mat. And extend. You're going to bring both arms down. And we'll do the full locust this time. We're going to hold for a few breaths. So option 1, both arms come down next to the body. And if you can, option number 2, you're going to interlace the fingers behind the back. Keep the shoulders low and away from the ears. And we're going to come up and hold for a few breaths here. So we're going to inhale it up. And we're going to hold here for a few breaths. So do what you need. Breathe into the belly. Be strong in your glutes and in your lower back. Stay with me here. One more big breath. And exhale and bring it all the way back down. Place the hands underneath the shoulders and press on back to child's pose. Good. We're going to start to cool down now. So if you want to grab some water, grab a towel. Now is a good time for that. Well done. So continue to breathe deeply in through the nostrils and out by the mouth. Keeping your hips as low as you can, touching your heels if you can. And be thankful that you've taken the time today to complete and join me in this core-focused yoga session. Okay, from Balasana, you're going to come up and we're going to sit down. Bring both legs forward. And we're going to lay all the way down on our mat. And I'm going to bring the left knee up towards the chest. Interlace the fingertips together. Place the hands on top of the knee. And you're going to bring that knee as close as you can to the chest. Take a nice stretch of the glute on the left. And you might also feel this slightly in the hip flexor on the right. You're going to keep only the right hand on top of the left knee. And we're going to bring and drop the right knee over toward, or the left knee over towards the right in a reclined spinal twist. Here, if you want to support the knee, you can choose to bring the opposite knee and come down into this 90-90 position in the hips and the knees. Both arms can be extended out in a T position. To get an additional stretch inside the chest on the left, you can choose to bring the arm up slightly. And lastly, with your neck, you're going to look over towards the left arm. Enjoying this nice reclined spinal twist. Again, find the balance in this, find the pleasure. You can choose to close the eyes and bring your awareness and your focus back inside. And find your breath. Bring the head back to neutral. Both arms extended to a T. You're going to bring both knees up, back. You're going to hug your knees. You can either grab your knees with your hands, or you can choose to interlace and grab opposite elbows. And if you want, you can gently roll side to side. going to keep the right knee up, extend the left leg all the way down, interlace your fingertips together, placing them on top of the right knee, and you're going to bring your right knee as close as you can to your chest. Relax and drop the head. You can close the eyes. Enjoy this right nice stretch in the right glute and opening up the left hip flexor. Keep your awareness inside and focus on deep breaths, maximizing each inhale through the nostrils. And exhaling for 4 to 5 second count. You're going to keep your left hand on top of your right knee. Extend the right arm out to the side, palm goes up, and on your next exhale, you're going to drop the right knee over towards the left. And again, if you want, you can choose to support the knee, either with a block, a bolster, or you can place both knees down. So placing the right knee on top of the left knee in a nice 90-90 hip and knee angle. You're lastly going to gaze over towards the right. You can even place the right arm that's on the ground. You can place it slightly higher, keeping it close to the ground, into a Y position. Getting a full spinal stretch, chest stretch, and glute stretch. Place the head back to neutral, both arms in the T position. You're going to bring both legs back above your hips. You're going to widen both knees out. Both arms go inside of the knees, grabbing the outside of the feet. You can drop the back of the head on the ground. And I invite you to extend both legs and feet out towards the sky and find your happy baby pose. Opening up the groin area, lengthening the hamstrings. Find your happy baby pose. You can find stability in this posture, or you can choose to gently move side to side to massage the lower back. Bring the soles of the feet together. You can grab now the ankles instead. And I'm going to invite you to drop the feet with the soles of the feet together into a recline butterfly or bound angle pose. You can place both hands next to the body, palms go up. The soles of the feet are pressed against each other. And you're just allowing the weight of gravity to open up the hips, stretch out the groin. If this is too much, you can also choose to support both knees with a block, bolster, or pillow. transition here from our reclined butterfly pose. We're going to extend both legs out to the top of our mats, placing both heels to the edges of the mat here, laying all the way down to the ground. Into our final pose, into our Shavasana. You can choose to lower the lights. You can choose to place a blindfold on top of the eyes. If you're cold, you can choose to put a sweatshirt on. We're going to enjoy this final asana of the day. Great restorative posture. It's going to allow the body, the mind, and the soul to relax. I invite you to bring your awareness inside of your body. You can choose to visualize yourself laying down on your mats, the palms up towards the ceiling in an open and receiving posture. Visualize yourself laying on the mat. Visualize yourself in this room. And I want you to visualize your room inside your house. Finally, visualize your house inside of your city. Feel yourself fully connected to this present moment in your present space. Feeling the ground and your mat fully support you. And as you bring your awareness inside, I want you to focus on your breath. Breathing in through the nostrils. Filling up the lungs fully. Feeling the chest and the belly rise up. Maximizing each inhale. After your inhale, I want you to hold for 1. And gently exhale for a count of 6 seconds. I want you to control your breath and breathe with awareness and with purpose. This gentle flow, kind of like a wave, that we do thousands of times each and every day without awareness in this robotic cycle. I want you to take control and breathe with purpose. Inhaling for a count of 4, maximizing the inhale. Holding for 1. Gently exhaling for a count of 6 seconds. And as you bring your awareness to your breath, I want you to notice left wrist, your left elbow, and your left shoulder are all relaxed. Notice the right wrist, the right elbow, and the right shoulder are relaxed. Your chest is relaxed. Your hips and thighs are relaxed. Your knees and legs are relaxed. And your ankles are relaxed. I want you to observe and notice your hamstrings and calves are relaxed. Glute muscles are relaxed. Lower back is fully relaxed. And the upper body is relaxed. And finally, bring the awareness to the back of the neck and the back of the head. Completely relaxed. And finally, bring the awareness to the face. Notice the forehead and cheeks are relaxed. The jaw is relaxed. And finally, the throat is relaxed. Now notice and observe how your entire body is now fully relaxed. Your awareness is inside and is on the breath. Finally, I want you to be aware and remind yourself of the feeling and the sensations that are inside of your body, inside your mind, and finally inside your soul. And I want you to take something away from this meditation that we've just done together. Take something away, whether it's an emotion, a feeling, a sensation, something you can take away with you throughout the rest of your day. It's going to help bring more awareness and peace to your life. And let's start to externalize our awareness. We're going to gently move the fingertips and the toes. You can do some nice rotation in circles with the wrists and with the ankles. You can bring some movements back into the elbows. And finally, bring both knees back into the chest. Still with the eyes closed and the back of the head resting on the mat. And you're going to drop the knees to either side, either to the right or toward the left side. And when you're ready, still with the eyes closed, I invite you to press yourself up and to come back into our Sukhasana, or easy pose. Still with the eyes closed, bring your hands to heart. Let's take one deep breath together. Big inhale. And gently exhale. I'm going to rub the palm of the hands together to create some heat. And place the palms of the hand on top of the eyes, creating this dark, safe space for the eyes. You're going to open up the eyes into this dark space, allowing sunlight to pass through. And you can drop the hands all the way back down. Thank you so much for joining our weekly Tuesday yoga class with Felix. I wish you all a wonderful day. Namaste.